This is Parkland Commissioner and Parkland Historian Ken Cutler. I'd like to tell you a few things about our retiring city attorney and my really good friend, Andrew Maurodis. Andy Maurodis graduated from the University of Miami Law School and was admitted to the Florida Bar in 1978. He was appointed a graduate fellow at Columbia University, where he received a master's degree in public law and government. In 1988, he succeeded attorney Bob Huebner as Parkland's city attorney, and he has held that seat through multiple administrations for 32 plus years. For over 30 years, he has served as city attorney to both the city of Deerfield Beach and the city of Parkland. Andy is also the Broward County Planning Council's attorney, and he has held that position since 1996. With his deep knowledge of all the places and developments he could live in the Broward County area, Andy loved the city of Parkland so much that he moved his family here in 1998. He has been Parkland's primary legal source of advice on land use and zoning issues, charter reviews, code enforcement, regulatory oversight, procurement, density matters, litigation issues, sunshine law matters, and so much more. His guidance and wisdom have touched every part of what we see in Parkland as we know it today, from the city's parks and schools to every aspect of both residential and commercial development in this city since 1988. Never being one to take credit for his work, ideas, or wisdom, Andy has patiently guided this city through good and bad times. We have persevered and risen to the highest levels of both quality and service in our community, due in large part to his efforts. I, for one, want to thank Andy for always going above and beyond what's expected of him. Andy, your work and dedication is outstanding, and I want you to know that the city is forever indebted to you for your service. Best of luck in retirement, and here are a few others who would like to speak to you.
I'm glad to take part in some sort of congratulations to you in regards to your retiring after 30 some years as Parkland attorney. So I say to you, job well done, and have a great retirement. You've earned it. And the city will always remember your integrity, your good legal opinions, and your forthrightness. So good luck to you.
Andy, Mayor Pagliara and his family asked if I would write a few words to share with you. It is my pleasure to do so. They are the team who grew the city of Parkland during these years, Mayor Sal Pagliara and Andrew Maurodis. These gentlemen were the basis and the roots, along with Sal's wife, First Lady Dottie Pagliara, who asks that we express to Andy her good wishes on his upcoming transition from a public figure to a private person. On a personal note, may you enjoy your family, Kit and Jordan, and all that this new life brings to you, Mr. Maurodis. Well deserved. It was a pleasure working with you all those many years.
Retirement is a good thing. I hope to experience it soon myself. And I remember Andy to be someone who was always very pleasant to work with. He was always well informed. He advised the commission on items, always was very professional in his presentations and could answer any questions, and was just a real help to me and I'm sure to all the other commissioners in, as far as performing our duties at that time.
Yes, I am so thrilled, first of all, Andy, to hear that you're actually going to take some time with Kit and go off and do some really great things that you all deserve to be able to do after all your hard years of work. A big part of Parkland is Parkland today because of Andy Maurodis. So thank you for all you've done for us, and I just look forward to hearing about the great things you get to do in your retirement.
Well, it's been a long time. I mean, we're talking 34 years ago that I guess I met Andy probably about 36 years ago when he came on board. And we built everything in the city that's there today. And Andy was instrumental in creating all of the verbiage to bring it all forward. There were no parks in the city when we moved in. There was no comprehensive city plan. And Andy and the commission created it all with his help, his guidance, and he kept us all sane and straight, and none of us got into any kind of trouble or mischief. So I have nothing but accolades to say about Andy and Harry. They were two amazing, amazing people to work with.
How can I describe Andy? In my opinion, Andy is the excellent attorney and the ultimate gentleman. That's the best way to describe Andy. He loves Parkland, and he guided our city through the most tumultuous times of the growth spirit that we exhibited from, say, 1986 on. And he led us through what I believe, again, was the building of this city. As he went along in his career, I think of all the cities that he dealt with, that he represented, in the county that he represented, I think Parkland was his first love. And I think it still is today. I think if you talk to Andy, you'll find that Parkland is what started me, and it's what held me. And I would just say, when we lose Andy, we're losing a gem.
That Andy was a gentleman. He came to Parkland young. All right, we toughened him up because of all the problems that we had in Parkland, but he just loved Parkland. He was always available. If I called him, if somebody on one of my committees called him, he was always available to give an answer, and he was generally off the clock. This is the end of an era, losing Andy. They don't make a lot of them like Andy. When I did the library, he was there to give me whatever advice I needed. When I sat on my myriad school committees, PERC, the Parkland Educational Resource Committee, Andy was there to give some advice, make certain, I guess I stayed out of trouble, I don't know, but he was really very good. And if I met Andy outside of Parkland, he was just so glad to see me. And it was really great. So I don't know what he's going to do in retirement, but I certainly wish him well.
We sat next to each other for about 15 years on the Parkland Commission, going back to the old City Hall, then the new City Hall. A lot of issues that we worked on together. Your advice was, it was hard to ever measure the value that your advice gave to me, and the perspective that you always had for the benefit of the council, the commission, the mayor, all the residents of the city, of which you were one for most of those years, and also for just the betterment of the city of Parkland. And on behalf of myself, my family, and everyone that I know that doesn't realize how much you did behind the scenes to keep the town moving in the right direction, I want to thank you for those 15 glorious years of working with you.
Andy, we met over 30 years ago. Little did we know that our relationship would turn into a lifetime friendship. We had some fun times working as a team to build a great city in Parkland. I wish you a very happy retirement. My best to you, Kit and Jordan. Happy life, my friend.
Well, thanks for the opportunity, Andy. I just want to thank you, Andy. You know, I kind of remember when I came on the commission and I found out that you were the city attorney for 2 cities, and I thought, does he really want to work that hard? And isn't Parkland a hard enough city to handle? But anyway, thanks for all your hard work and over the years, and thanks for your steady hand steering us through some choppy waters and a few tidal waves, which I remember. So, but Andy, you're the best, and I wish you the best in retirement. God bless you and your family.
Andy Maurodis is kind of like the legal conscience of Parkland and Northwest Broward. He has been a fixture on the dais for multiple administrations throughout Parkland, always offering sound, solid legal advice and doing it in a way where he never became a 6th commissioner. Andy was always fair-minded, he was logical, and he was non-political. He gave you the legal advice. Some of it you like to hear, some of it you might not like to hear, but you knew if it was coming from Andy, it was coming from a solid intellectual background, a solid ethical background, and a solid legal background. I'm so happy for him retiring. Andy's a great guy. I just wish him and his family well, and I really, really wish Andy all the best. Andy, thank you for everything that you've done for Parkland. Thank you for everything that you've done for Michael Udine. God bless you and your family, and enjoy your retirement.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hi, Andy. It's been such a long time, over a decade. I'm so happy to hear everything's been going well and you're retiring. I wish you the best of luck in all of your endeavors. Probably my greatest general memories of Andy is just that as a political newcomer, you know, I was kind of a deer in headlights in the beginning, and he took me under his wing and he gently taught me the laws and the policies and procedures. And with all of the issues, a lot of them that were tense, I would go to him and say, well, you know, I see this side and I see that side. And he was always so good at just being unbiased and explaining things to me. And he's my favorite attorney, let me say that, you know. So he really made my experience sitting on the commission a pleasure. And I knew I always had a friend to go to and a professional foe to go to that would be able to explain things to me in an unbiased manner. And I just wished him the best of luck in the future, in his endeavors, and lots of luck, health, peace, a lot of peace for you. And hope to see you one day soon.
Okay. Andy, I guess you are seeing this, and I'd like to say, I guess since I have been a resident of Parkland, which is almost 23 years now, you have been the one constant in the entire city, between city commissioners, city clerks, city managers. You have been the one who has always been there. So you are my history of Parkland. I'd like to say that you are the gold standard of what not only an attorney should be, or somebody should strive to be as an attorney, but also the gold standard of what a human being really is. You are the true definition of honor and integrity. And I guess when people say they broke the mold, they really did with you. I can't imagine another person sitting in that seat and serving the city as well as you did for so many years. People will definitely miss you, but I don't think Parkland will miss you, because I think Ken mentioned it when we were talking about, there is not a single space in this city, not an inch, that you haven't left your mark on. So know that while you physically may be gone from the dais and from being part of our city government, you have left your mark in a wonderful way on the entire city. So thank you for being the person you are, and for helping make Parkland what we are today.
Sure. Well, first of all, let me just say that Andy was one of the first staff that we really encountered and we really engaged with when I first was appointed first to the Planning and Zoning Board, and then later the City Commission. And, you know, as a neophyte to politics, it was always great to have somebody like Andy that kind of showed us the ropes and made sure that we were doing things by the book, made sure we understand how the process works. I mean, honestly, one of the skills that I've kept with since I've left politics is the skill of knowing how to get things done and how to get things done ethically, morally, and efficiently. You know, some of my favorite memories of Andy were the constant apologies when I would always ask him, could we do something this way? Could we do something that way? He always starts conversation with, I'm sorry, Dave, but you're going to have to do it this way. And I always joke with him, you know, never apologize. It is what it is. And he always made sure that we kept on the straight and narrow and made sure that we're doing things the right way, which is really important. And so in the whole time that I was on both the commission and P&Z, I'm happy to say we really didn't have, well, we did have controversy. We really didn't have anything that would have made the news and would have made any of the tabloids happy. So I think Andy's probably proud of that as well, that he all kept us out of trouble. And none of us were trying to get in trouble, but just when you're a neophyte politician going from the business world to politics, there are rules that are nuanced that it's good to have someone like Andy to kind of show you the ropes as you go through that.
I just heard the best news, Andy. I heard that you're retiring. I could not be happier for you and your family. And I am so grateful for the wisdom that you gave to me while I was one of the city commissioners for the city of Parkland. You were invaluable to our city as well as to all the cities that you worked for in South Florida. We are thankful for your service, and I just really wish you and your family the best in the future because you really deserve it. Thanks, Andy.
Anthony Soroka here. I have had the pleasure of serving with Andy as his law partner for 3.5 years and serving the city of Parkland. Having been in local government law my whole career, I can tell you it's quite an accomplishment that Andy has served the city as city attorney for the past 3 decades. In fact, more than 3 decades. In addition to being a great person, Andy is a local government law expert, particularly in the areas of land use and zoning. He's known as a guru in the area. There's no doubt in my mind that the city of Parkland has significantly benefited from Andy's guidance and counsel. Andy, you've been a friend and a mentor to me. I very much appreciate it. I know the city has benefited. I know the city appreciates it. And I wish you all the best in your next chapter of your career and your life. And cheers to Andy. Cheers to the city of Parkland. Thank you for everything you've done for me, my friend.
Hi, Andy. I have to tell you that I'm very happy right now, and I'm also very sad. I'm happy because you're going to have more time to do the things that you love in life, like play the guitar. But I'm extremely sad that I won't have you in the city on a regular basis. To me, you are Parkland, you will always be Parkland, and you raised your family in Parkland, and Parkland will always be your home. I will be forever grateful for all of the things that you've taught me over the last 7 years. I attribute my success to the way that you have educated me and took the time to explain things and talk to me about how a city works. You have such a special way about you, Andy. I have such a big place in my heart for you that I'm kind of getting a little emotional because everything beautiful that I think about with Parkland, I think about you. You will be missed, but let me tell you, you will continue to hear from me because I can't imagine not speaking to you and running things by you. Not only have you been an incredible mentor and teacher, you're an incredible person and you're an incredible friend. I wish you the best with everything, and you're always welcome back no matter what. And watch your phone because you know I'm gonna call you. Be happy, enjoy. I love you, Andy Maurodis, and please stay in touch. Be well.
Hi, Andy. You know, doing this video is kind of bittersweet because it means that your time here has in Parkland as our city attorney has come to an end. You know, they say, be bold, be brilliant, be brief, and be done. Well, you've certainly been bold in serving as our city attorney. You've been brilliant at times with your recommendations. Don't know if you've been brief, but, you know, I will forgive you on that. And now, obviously, you're done. But I want to, again, thank you for your service. I wish you all the best in your retirement years. I know that you're going to enjoy spending time with your family, maybe do some little traveling, and I know that you're going to enjoy it. And I want to thank you for being my mentor over the last 4 years. I've enjoyed working with you. I thank you for your support, your leadership, and really going to miss you. So thanks for everything, and enjoy. Be well.
Andy, it's been a pleasure working with you the past 2 years. You've taught me a lot about being a commissioner and also a lot about the city. You've been a great advocate for the city these past many years. Congratulations on your retirement. Well deserved. Hopefully you're not a stranger and we still see you around. But again, I appreciate everything you've done for the city of Parkland. It's been an honor to watch you serve, and looking forward to see what you do in your future. And, hopefully you enjoy this retirement because it's well deserved.